went for a nice swim in the ocean this morning. Question of the day. Have you ever been to the ocean? Have you ever been snorkeling at an ocean? Yes or no? Raise your hand. Yes, you've been to an ocean. No, I haven't been to an ocean. Yes. No. Well, I have, and I'm sure a lot of you have too. The next couple of weeks, we're going to be exploring the deep blue sea. I'm going to take my snorkel off. I don't need it anymore. Snorkels help me breathe underwater when I'm investigating all of the sea life under the ocean. How exciting, right? I have a little story about the ocean. Okay, a few facts. Let's warm our brains up, okay? First, the ocean is made up of 70% of the world. Can you believe that? I'm going to read this book first, and then we're going to talk about the 5 oceans. Okay, this is called Ocean. It's an informational book because it's all about what? Yes, the ocean. Okay. The ocean. The ocean has water and waves. It's fun to jump through the waves or surf the waves, body surf the waves. The ocean has plants. That was the question I asked you on Thursday. Do you think the ocean has plants? Does it? Yes. It's got seaweed. It's got animals. So it has plants and animals. Are those living things? The ocean has rocks and sand. Sand is made up of crunched up rocks. The ocean has coral and fish. Are those living things? Yes. They both grow. The ocean has shells, fossils, and sometimes, I wonder what sometimes it has. Sometimes it has hidden treasure. Sometimes there's some sunken ships that get hurt in like a sea storm, or they get a hole in their boat and it sinks to the bottom. It'd be kind of fun to explore. You would have to have scuba gear, which there's a little scuba man there. Can you see him? That helps you breathe underwater. And I know Cody said that astronauts train underwater because there's no gravity underwater, and they have to use scuba gear to stay down there. All right, now oceans, oceans, oceans. There are 5. They help our world stay alive. Okay, water is made up of 70% of the world, which is a lot of the world is water. Okay, there are 5. Let's count them. First, let's start with ours over here. Have you ever been to the Oregon coast? So Seaside or Cannon Beach, over there, and you take a trip to the Oregon coast. Well, that is going to be the Pacific Ocean. Okay, that's the first ocean, the Pacific. And then we go across the United States over here, and that is the Atlantic Ocean. Remember the Pilgrims had to cross the Atlantic to get to America? Okay, that's the second ocean. So the Pacific is the deepest, and then the Atlantic has cold water and warm water. Okay, that's 2. The next one is the Indian Ocean. So remember when we talked about Asia? There's India, and then right below it, we have the Indian Ocean, and that is the warmest ocean of the world. Okay, down here at the bottom is called the Southern Ocean. Okay, that is home to Antarctica. And so that's 4. And the 5th one is at the very tippity toppy. And that's called the Arctic Ocean. It is the most shallow. It's not that deep. It is the coldest. And that's where it's mainly covered in ice. So it is where polar bears like to hang out. So Berber, Arctic Ocean. It's small. Okay, please stand for the flag salutes. Put your right hand in the air, in the air. Put your right hand in the air, in the air. Put your right hand on your forehead. Put your right hand on your ear. Put your right hand on your heart, thump, thump. Salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, soldiers. Okay, we have a new month. It is not April anymore. April showers bring May flowers. So we have the month of May. We have lots of birthdays this month. We have Hondo on the 13th. We have Henry and Samson on the 19th. We have Ariel on the 26th and Miss Alana on the 29th. Look at those birthdays. So also April showers bring May flowers. So our pattern is, look, flower, flower, yellow flower, red flower. I wonder what tomorrow is going to be. Let's see. We are going to, for counting, we're going to make our flowers bloom. So you're going to start with a bud and then bloom into a flower. We're going to do that for every number. Are you ready to count with me? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Show me 4 fingers. 4. It is the 4th of May. So, what comes next in the pattern? Yellow, yellow, red. Did you say yellow? Did you say red? Did you say blue? Purple? Here's what it is. Red. So it's going to go yellow, yellow, red, red. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. It may be another color. It may go back to yellow. We'll have to stay tuned to find out. Okay, so here we go. Let me get my pointer. Today is Monday, May 4th, 2020. 2020. Okay? You're going to do a tally mark for another day of school. We're going to count by 5. And when you get to the 120, you're going to, here we go, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay, that's 120. 121, 122, 123 days of school. Whoa, that's a big number. 123. We need a 100 and a 23. Uh-oh. What's my mistake? What looks silly? Is it the 1? Is it the 2? Is it the 3? Yeah, the 3. I need to flip that number around. Sometimes I get in a hurry and I'm not paying attention. I need to slow down and take my time, make sure everything's right. 1, 2, 3. 123. Goes right in order. How cool. All right. We have a new weather graph for the month of May. So, what's the weather? What's the weather? What's the weather out today? Tell me, preschoolers, what's the weather? What's the weather out today? Go look out the window. Is it sunny? Is it cloudy? Is it rainy? Is there snow? Tell me, preschoolers, what's the weather? What's the weather? Do you know? What is it? It's looking pretty nice out at my house today. Is it nice at your house? I think it's a good way to start the month of May with a little sunshine. It is sunny and beautiful today. Bit chilly this morning, but it's nice. Okay, for days of the week, let's be something that lives in the ocean. Tate, I know what you're gonna guess. And this is Tate's guess. He wants everyone to sing in a shark voice. Am I right, Tate? He loves sharks. Okay, so we're gonna go chomp, chomp. Are you ready? Get your shark voices. Days of the week, chomp, chomp. Days of the week, chomp, chomp. Days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, chomp, chomp. There's Sunday and there's Monday. There's Tuesday and there's Wednesday. There's Thursday and there's Friday. And then there's Saturday. Days of the week, chomp, chomp. Days of the week, chomp, chomp. Days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, chomp, chomp. Nice shark voices. Okay, first question out of the 3 is, what is today? Today is the first day of the week at school. So it is, Monday. Yesterday was Sunday. Sunday, Monday. What will tomorrow be? Tuesday. Okay, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Our season is spring. It's not cloudy today though. It's pretty sunny. A little bit of sunny and cloudy, a little bit. I'll put that there too. There's a couple of straggly clouds in the air. Okay, we're going to move on. Oceans. Let me bring that ocean back here. Boop, boop, boop. Look at this. Okay, a few fun facts about oceans. Oceans were made, guess how many years ago? So long ago. 4 billion years ago. What? And guess what? Volcanoes made the oceans. What? That's crazy. Yes, because when 4 billion years ago, when volcanoes were blowing up, the water vapor from the volcanoes was going up, right? And evaporating. And then that formed what? The condensation, which forms clouds. And then the clouds get really heavy, and what precipitation falls? The rain. So, when they blew up, the water vapor was released into the air, mixed with dust particles to form clouds, and they got lots and lots and lots of rain because volcanoes were going off all the time back then. Okay, so it filled up 70% of the world into an ocean. Now, what is made of the ocean? So what was there before? There was land, right? Okay, so there's 2 different things that make up the ocean floor, the seabed. Sand, rocks, shells, seaweed. Okay, there's sand. I got 2 different examples here that you can see. This is the sand that you find in the Pacific Ocean. Okay, this is the sand that you find in the warmer oceans. So maybe in Hawaii or down in the Caribbean areas. They have white sand, lighter sand. We have darker sand. The rocks that were broken down to make the sand were rocks like this. See how they're like the same color? Okay? The rocks that broke down to make this sand was the lighter brown color. So there are black sand beaches, gray sand. This is gray sand, but it's just kind of wet, so it looks black. But there are black beaches, white sand beaches, gray beaches, brown beaches, and there's some that's like coarser, bigger pebbles. Some are broken down to real fine sand. Okay? So, also, other than rocks and sand, you are going to find coral. Coral is a living thing. It grows, and it's hard. It's a harder surface, especially when it's dry. There are coral reefs. We're going to be talking about that more later this week, and we'll get into that. Okay? There are different animals that live there too. Like this is a sponge. A sponge is a living thing, and when they harvest sponges and dry them, and then you can use them to paint, you can use them to wash dishes. Sponges. Okay, you're gonna find shells. We've got some big shells. Whoa, look at this one. It's like it's almost as big as my face. Okay? Living things lived in these shells. This was their habitat. This is their home. Their home inside the ocean. These are also some cool shells. Okay? Different creatures lived in here. Little crabs, little snails, ocean animals. They're also good places to hide. If you're a smaller fish, you can hide in these shells. If you go to the Oregon coast, you may see one of these, a sand dollar. In the back, that's where it lived. It lived inside, and that's the hole that it used to eat out of and stuff. So yeah. And then the seaweed, algae. Do you ever have sushi? And then the seaweed that is rolled in your sushi roll? So good. Okay, there's also volcanoes that are under the ocean still to this day, and they'll blow inside. Check it out online. There's some really cool videos. I'll find some and I'll post them for you. And what's here? There's volcanoes, rocks, sand, shells, coral, yeah, seaweed. So that's a little bit about the ocean today. We're gonna do a little sort. Let me just turn this around here. Okay, things that you would find on land and things you would find that live in the sea. So things that live on land, things that live on sea. Are you ready to help me sort these? Okay. Here we go. Sea anemone. A sea anemone. We don't have really cool anemones around here in our neck of the woods, but you got to go to warmer temperatures and you will find, did you ever see Finding Dory? Or Finding Nemo? Okay, their habitats were in a sea anemone. So yes, sea anemone is going to live in the sea. It's not going to live on land. It would dry out and it wouldn't be alive anymore. It's got to be underwater. Okay? Owl. Does an owl live in the ocean or does it live on land? Yeah, it lives on land. Octopus. Land or ocean? Ocean. It's got to be underwater. If you go to Seaside Aquarium, there's an octopus that lives there, and you can see it. A monkey. Ooh, can you see that? Or does it live in the land or the ocean? Land. I was going to say ocean. They do have little sea monkeys that you can hatch out of these little eggs, and they're like little shrimp, little plankton. But this monkey lives on land. People. Do people live on land or do they live in the ocean? Naturally, we live on land. They might live in the ocean in a submarine if you're in the military, right? Okay? A whale. Does a whale live on land or in the sea? Yep, in the sea. If there's been whales in the Puget Sound by Seattle. You may have seen them there. If you go to Hawaii, they are all around the Hawaiian Islands. That's where I've seen them. I might have a video of that. I'll check. We have jellyfish. Jellyfish, do they live on land or in the ocean? Ocean. They would just dry up. Now, if you see jellyfish on land, like in the sand, it gets washed up from the waves, don't step on them because they can still sting you, okay? You gotta be careful. Okay, oh, this is a tricky one. This is a snail. There are some sea snails. And there are some snails that live on land. Should we put them in the middle? That's a tricky one. That's a tricky one. How about this one? Giraffe. Does a giraffe live in the ocean? No. But his head would probably be able to stick out. How about fish? Absolutely. Fish live in the sea. Or in a lake or a river or a creek. Tree. Trees live on land. I don't think there's any trees that live in the ocean. I don't think the salt water is good for it. Okay, we have a daffodil. Daffodil, that's a flower, and that's on land. Daffodils do not live in the ocean. Pigs. Pigs live on land. But there is an island, I think it's down in the Bahamas, Pig Island, and there are pigs that live on the beach, and they go swimming all the time in the ocean, and people go and swim with the pigs. Isn't that silly? I wonder if Penelope and Wilbur would like to be in the ocean, if they would swim. Cactus. Does a cactus live on land or in the ocean? Yep, land. Dolphin. Dolphins are so cool. They live in the ocean. Seaweed. That's easy. Seaweed. Seaweed. It lives in the sea. Okay, we got two more. A seahorse. 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 It lives in the sea. Last one. A clam. Look, this is like a clam shell. Clam. Sometimes there's pearls inside them. That is going to live in the sea, in the ocean. All right, look at that. Owls, monkeys, peoples, giraffe, daffodils, trees, pigs, cactus. They're all on land. Clam, sea anemone, octopus, whale, jellyfish, dolphin, regular fish, seahorse, seaweed, live in the ocean. And then this little guy, he can go both ways. Some live on land, some live in the ocean. Okay. Thank you for helping me sort all of those. That was such a mess. I dropped them on the floor and you had to help me sort them. Okay. We're gonna move this out of the way. Or maybe I should turn my ocean scene back on here. And I have a story for you. It's a little old lady. You know how she's always swallowing everything. Well, guess what she's going to swallow today? A shell. You won't believe why this old lady swallowed all of these things. Are you ready to find out? There was an old lady who swallowed a shell. Silly. There was an old lady who swallowed a shell. I don't know why she swallowed the shell. she didn't tell. There was an old lady who swallowed a crab. Why did she grab that crawling crab? She swallowed the crab to live in the shell. I don't know why she swallowed the shell. She didn't tell. There was an old lady who swallowed a fish. What a tickly dish, that swimming fish. She swallowed the fish to catch the crab. She swallowed the crab to live in the shell. I don't know why she swallowed the shell. She didn't tell. There was an old lady who swallowed a gull. It wasn't dull to swallow a gull. A seagull, they're the birds that live by the ocean, and they eat all the things that wash up. All the living things, all the little crabs and fish that wash up. She swallowed the gull to scoop up the fish. She swallowed the fish to catch the crab. She swallowed the crab to live in the shell. I don't know why she swallowed the shell. She didn't tell. There was an old lady who swallowed a pail. She didn't wail when she swallowed the pail. She swallowed the pail to carry the gull. She swallowed the gull to scoop up the fish. She swallowed the fish to catch the crab. She swallowed the crab to live in the shell. I don't know why she swallowed the shell. She didn't tell. There was an old lady who swallowed some sand. Oh, how bland to swallow sand. Sand in the mouth is the worst. She swallowed the sand to fill up the pail. She swallowed the pail to carry the gull. She swallowed the gull to scoop up the fish. She swallowed the fish to catch the crab. She swallowed the crab to live in the shell. But I don't know why she swallowed the shell. She didn't tell. There was an old lady who swallowed a wave. Swallowing a wave was such a big hassle that she suddenly burped. Burp. What happened when she burped? Everything flew out that she swallowed. So she built a sandcastle. Such a hassle to build the castle. Do you like building sandcastles? One thing I like to do when I'm at the beach and I make a sandcastle is I go around and I collect all the different shells in my sandcastle. Sometimes you can find different pieces of wood that has been washed up to shore. Okay, the waves go and erode and make this like so soft. Look at how soft this is and look how flat. The waves erode and break this down to a smooth surface. So it's sometimes fun to get the different driftwood to decorate your sandcastle. See, like this would be good to, like as a flag at the very top of your sandcastle. Or it could be like the snake or the alligator guarding your castle. So, can you build a sandcastle? Do you have access to a sandbox? If you do, make a sandcastle. Have some fun. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about the waves of the ocean and some other fun facts. All right? Enjoy your Monday. See you tomorrow. Bye.